Woo! I think
it is all about the ladies tonight. Again.
Hello.
And I'm super excited. Welcome. My name is Starr. Of course, I have Nasu and Guna with me today. And I am so excited because the countdown to Christmas is on.
Yellow.
Yay! Woohoo! Is everyone else excited?
Are you guys excited for Christmas or what?
Hello.
Oh God. I don't know if I'm excited for Christmas.
Why?
I'm excited to just like sleep, like hibernate.
What?
Hibernate the December away.
Is that a thing?
Why would you want to do that?
Cause I don't know. Cause like it's soon January's coming. Okay. My parents, my family have a shit ton of birthdays. I'm sorry about that. My language. Sorry. Yeah. And so like I already have that family like celebration. And then, you know, December is like the busiest time of the year for like anything like tech. Like I don't know if you understand that. Like Nazu and I are pretty much like technicians, like. So we're like, wait, no, Nasu's not. Wait, what?
What? What?
Anyways, so we're like technicians, and the thing is, like, things are just got so busy, and all I want to do is just sleep.
I mean, okay, I'm right there with you. I can sleep any day of any week of any month, not just December. December's cool, but to be honest with you, I can sleep all the time, especially in the cold weather. It's pretty cold here right now. Although it's not too bad. But I will say I'm excited for Christmas because, you know, you get to see the family. You don't really get to see them too often. And the best part is the presents. What?
Oh my God. That's the worst part in my side of things.
Listen, I didn't say shopping for presents. I said getting presents.
All right, guys. Wait, is there something? I'm getting an error on YouTube. Are you guys seeing anything?
I see it on YouTube. We're on.
And there's nothing wrong?
I see it too. We are on.
We are?
Yeah,
okay.
we're on, yeah.
I don't know why, but it says there's like an error has occurred. And I'm like, what? No, okay, so we're fine.
We're sort of a technician, producer.
Sort of, okay. Sorry. Well, Grim Blank, hello, okay. I'm just like, wait. Can people see us? Okay. Okay, sorry.
Yes, everyone sees us. Okay,
I'm doing a techie. I was totally distracted. I'm sorry. I was just staring at the controls over there, and I completely blanked out. Sorry.
Yeah, you definitely are. You're definitely. Well, I will say we do have Grim Blank in the chat saying hi. So obviously.
Hello.
Hi, Grim. How are you? Well, first and foremost, the way I want to start off the show is it's National Cookie Exchange Day. Basically, that means it's a day to share cookies with friends. Yeah. So if I had a cookie in my hand, I would give it to you, ladies. But instead, I have some cake in front of me. So I figured, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to share the cake anyway. But I do want to know, because everyone loves cookies. When it comes to cookies, what is your favorite flavor of cookie?
I have a donut.
Like donut? Did you say donut?
Yeah, I have a donut.
Oh, she has a donut. Ooh, yum.
We're talking about cookies.
I mean, this could be a cookie. It's just a fat cookie with a pH. Fat
Okay.
Fat with a pH. See, okay, so Grim is saying that Grim likes cake better. Okay, cake might be better, but you could have a cookie cake.
A cookie cake, yeah. I love macadamia nut and like white chocolate one. I don't know if you, do you know what I'm talking about? So
I do.
There's a bunch of macadamia nut, and macadamia nut is like my favorite nut, and like, and white chocolate. So like, I don't know where you get those, but like those are my favorite.
Oh, white chocolate macadamia, yeah, that sounds good.
A white chocolate cookie's really good too. As well as my favorite, we've always talked about this, red velvet. I like red velvet cookies. They're my fave because I love anything red velvet. And I know half of my cake is red velvet, like we have decided. Remember?
What? Okay, I didn't know you could get red velvet cookies.
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Yes.
Hi,
Yashaya. Red velvet cupcakes. Those are like freaking amazing.
Ooh.
With the frosting on top. Oh,
Wait, can I just tell you guys? They have this cookie here. It's called the Cookie Monster. So it's a blue cookie, right? So it's blue on the outside, and then when you break it open, it actually has a chocolate chip cookie on the inside. So it's seriously like a Cookie Monster cookie. Because you know how much Cookie Monster loves his cookies, right?
What?
Yes.
So it's a cookie baked into a cookie. What?
Yes, it's like a cookie in a cookie, and it's so good because it's a blue cookie. So you have a blue cookie, so when you bite into it, your mouth is blue. And then...
That sounds amazing.
I kind of look like Cookie Monster.
Yes, I was just going to say, good as hair. Good as hair is this beautiful blue. Perfect for cookie. Can we have a Guna cookie? What,
we
Guna?
could.
Okay, Guna. Okay. If we had a cookie that was a Guna cookie, what would be inside that cookie?
I was about to just say that too. What would it be?
Yeah, Guna, tell us.
I think it's gonna be blueberries.
Blueberries.
Ooh, a blueberry cookie. Okay, so wait, would it have actual blueberries in it, or would it just be blueberry flavored?
Oh, yeah, because if it's blueberry, it's gonna be raisined, huh?
Ooh, I hate raisins.
Yeah.
Do you guys like raisins?
I don't dislike raisins. I don't like, oh my god, I have to eat raisins. I'd eat it if
But
it's around.
raisins are like grape. No, raisins like grapes,
they are.
right?
They're
So you
grapes
can get,
that are dried out.
Yeah.
they're almost like your fingers when you're sitting in a pool for too long.
Aren't those prunes?
Oh my god. Well, those are bigger, and those make you go to the bathroom.
Okay, so it depends how fat your fingers are with pH. If you got fat fingers, then they're prunes. But if you got, otherwise you got raisins. If you got dainty
That's
fingers.
true.
I'm gonna be like Oreo cookies, basically. Oreo cookies are my favorite. I love eating Oreos with milk. Oh, the best. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, okay, so Grim Blank was saying chocolate butterscotch chocolate chip. Wait, that sounds really good. Or is it chocolate butterscotch is one and then chocolate chip is the second one? And then they're saying sugar cookies. Sugar cookies. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Sounds super sweet. See, I like sweet, but I don't like insanely sweet, you know?
Okay, wait.
I also
like drink water or something to just kind of like wash off your mouth, no?
No, with cookies, you have to have milk or like coffee or something. You can't drink it with the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who drinks cookies with water? Who is this blasphemous person?
That is Guna, apparently.
Wait.
How do you drink cookies and water? Like, hello. First of all, when Santa comes to the house, Santa has cookies and milk. Cookies and milk is the way it's supposed to be. Cookies and coffee is for, you know, people that are a little bit older. We could drink the coffee and you could dip the cookie in the coffee and it tastes really good.
Yeah.
But cookies and water, what's wrong with you?
Water is my favorite type of drink. Water.
What?
Yes. Yes. Water.
That's why you're so skinny. That's why you're so skinny.
I do drink beer and I do drink whiskey.
Okay. Oh, wait. Cookies with whiskey, depending on the whiskey.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know, okay, so a good cookie with a whiskey would probably be a chocolatey chocolate cookie, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like it would have to be the extra double fudge chocolate.
I want whiskey.
If you were drinking whiskey with your cookies, acceptable, but water with cookies, no. Clearly, I am encouraging you to drink whiskey instead of water. Totally.
So Nasu, what would be your favorite kind of cookie? Nasu, if you could have a cookie like made after you, what would it be? And don't say it would be an eggplant cookie because that's gross.
That would be weird. That would be really weird, right? Okay, so we were talking about white chocolate macadamia cookies. I do like those. Butterscotch sounds freaking amazing. I think I had a cookie the other day. It was like kind of like caramelized and stuff. That's good.
I can't believe you just said that. I was going to just say that. I was going to say for me, I would love to have like a cookie where when you break it in the middle comes the oozing of the caramel. But I want caramel mixed with like a fudge. So like a fudge caramel coming outside, like almost like a lava cake, but in a cookie.
Yeah, I was just going to say like a lava cake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. Do you know what a pizookie is?
No, what's that?
It's like So okay, there's this like restaurant in LA called like BJ's, and I'm not sure if that's only an LA thing or something.
BJ's.
There's a BJ's. There's like a BJ's shopping where you could get like everything in bulk around here.
No, it's like a family restaurant, you know, called BJ's.
We all know what BJ's are.
You get you go to a family restaurant called BJ's?
BJ's.
I know it's called. I don't.
Are you sure this is a
called
family restaurant?
It's a family. People go there to watch sports. Like it's a really good restaurant. Like and they have this like dessert called pizookie, and it's basically a big like soft cookie in like a metal plate, and they serve it with like ice cream. So it's like hot, soft cookie that's as big as a pancake and ice cream on top. And like sometimes they put like sprinkles on it or like caramel. It's so good.
Look, Nasu's like dreaming about it. She's like, ugh.
Yep, I'm good.
Even though she's falling asleep.
Or like, okay, I was just thinking, drizzle caramel sauce all over that.
Ooh, oh my God.
And throw in some like chunks of like chocolate chips or fudge chocolate, and that sounds
like there's
beautiful.
two different type of like cookies, right? There's like very tough, hard ones, and there's like soft one. I love the soft one. The soft
Yes,
one's
okay.
like my...
Soft is better than hard.
Yeah.
Only when it comes to cookies.
Okay, so there's some people.
but not in BJ. I'm just kidding.
I'm not in BJ's.
You get them hard cookies at BJ's, yeah. Some people, okay, I don't get this. There are some people that like crispy cookies, like really hard cookies. I'm like, to me, if it's hard and crispy, it's not a cookie, it's a biscuit.
That's
This is
true.
just-
Or
that's
you know
just
when
me.
you could make it soft by dipping it into your milk or your coffee.
Yeah,
And that's
but-
the only way you could eat a hard cookie, I think.
But to me, that's still a biscuit and not a cookie. A cookie
It's like
should be
it's
fudgy.
like, yeah, that is true. Because you know why? Like biscotti, which you could get with like espresso, that's pretty hard. I'll dip that. That's really good.
Yeah.
Who uses the word biscuit in like America?
Well,
Well,
because
isn't
no.
biscuit in America something different as well?
Yeah, well, yeah, because a biscuit in America could be like a biscuit you would put butter on, I guess, right?
Oh, gravy?
Or,
Milk with syrup.
well, true, yes, because usually get biscuits with like fried chicken, or
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's soft. It's like a bread.
it is soft. It is, yeah, that is true. You know what? You're thinking of the biscuit cookies, like those are like those kind of like the English biscuit
Yeah,
cookies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like hard and crunchy.
Yeah.
But those are also for tea, so you dip them in, I think, to make them a little softer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I never eat cookies with tea. That's such a British thing to do.
It is. It is. But anyway,
Yeah.
so moving on. It is Christmas this week. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. What's up to Ananda? Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Thank you so much for
girl.
tuning in.
And Esther,
Hello.
are you looking at all the chats or just the one?
I'm going to check out the other one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, so
gosh. We have
so we
so many.
So
Oh,
on
I
this
love
start
it.
time, we have James. James, sorry to have ignored you until now. Hello, James. And we got a lot of people coming in from Facebook today. Hello.
Hello from Facebook.
Namu,
so what?
Mark, hello.
Yeah, I want to welcome all of our new
Yeah.
followers. If you guys are on Facebook, don't forget we're also on YouTube, which you could always subscribe to our page. We're also on Twitter. I just started my Twitter page, which I am trying to build my followers. So if you follow me today, I will follow you back. I am Starr aka_Virtual, and that's Starr with 2 R's. So make sure you follow because I love to interact and follow back and talk about all the good stuff. And guys, give out your Twitter.
Yeah. Star is at
I gave out mine.
Star aka
Starr aka Virtual. And then what's yours, guys? Give it out. Give it out.
Now,
mine is Gunati.
Yep. It should be in the description, guys. If you, I
Yeah.
hopefully that's
You
worked
can
out.
find it in the description. By the way,
Okay.
can we take a minute to like appreciate our new place? It's
Oh, yes.
so warm and cozy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. First of all, can I say that I finally have my Christmas tree because of you guys. It's right behind you, and I think it is gorgeous. Look how gorgeous our tree is. Who decorated? Was that Nasu? Nasu, did you decorate the tree?
I may have just found it like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you
dragged it
could have
up the
taken the
street.
credit.
I
You
dragged
could
it
have
up.
taken the credit. You could have taken the credit. So check this out. So I want to talk about Christmas because obviously it's in a few days for all of us. Did you guys finish the Christmas shopping yet? Or do you still have Christmas shopping to do?
Do I have to buy anything? Do I
Oh,
have to
you
buy
don't have-
anything?
I mean,
anyone?
Listen, you could be, you could be the person to just get gifts and not give.
Yeah. Please, thank you. Super chats.
Yeah, super chats. I was gonna get to that too.
Oh my God,
I
I'm
love
sorry,
to get gifts. No, tell us. Listen, bring it out. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Guna,
so
what's
like-
up?
Yeah, like I said, my family literally have 4 birthdays. So there's like 4 celebrations with the family every December. And every birthday, I have to give someone a present. And then now, so right now, I'm literally debating if I should be visiting my family again for another birthday, combined Christmas. And
Well, so the way that you get around that is real simple because my niece's birthday is the day after Christmas. So I used to think, oh my God, so lucky you're going to get double the presents. But no, you actually get screwed when your birthday's around Christmas because what you do is you buy them gifts and then you give half the gifts on Christmas, half the gifts on the birthday. So technically, they're not getting double the gifts. They're just getting half each day.
Yeah, but I'm like literally right now. Also because December is insanely busy. I was thinking of just ditching and say like, oh, I'm sorry guys, I fell asleep.
Ditching? No, you are so rude. How are you going to do that? How are you going to say I fell asleep the entire
Mom.
day of Christmas? Sorry.
Mom. I'm just here trying to make dough.
You are so rude. You know what? I will never invite you over for a holiday because I know you're going to be like, sorry, I missed the flight. I'm sleeping.
No,
Yeah, so I don't have to buy you a present.
There's a difference. I'm talking about family that I see way too many times in the year. And I'm a family person too. Like I love my parents, my family. But like they think they're dying every day. Like they're like, oh, we're gonna get old and we're gonna die. So like if I don't see them enough, they will like guilt trip me. So that's with family. But like with friends, I don't see them that much. So if you invite me, I will go. So come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
I mean,
simple.
okay. All right,
I dress
whatever.
better. I bring really good whiskey. Oh.
She knows how to sell it to you, Starr. She knows how to sell it to you.
I mean, listen, I still believe in Santa, okay? And Santa's going to be bringing me a lot of my gifts this year. So I've been nice with a hint of naughty. So I'm hoping that I don't get gypped. But I mean, here's what I do every Christmas. I track where Santa is because I just want to make sure that he's making his way to my house. That's all I care about. And do you do the Santa tracker? Do you know what that is?
What is that?
All right, so there's this, NORAD Santa, right? NORAD is like, how do I explain? They basically are, I don't know what it is, but they are like the tracker of all trackers when it comes to Santa. So basically, the night that Santa's leaving, you can see him actually leave from the North Pole and you could see his exact route around the entire world. So based on minute by minute locations, you could check in to see exactly where Santa is because Santa's not coming if you're awake. So when he's on his way to your place, you need to be sleeping. So if you go to noradsanta.org, you could see anywhere around the world where Santa is. So obviously, since you guys... It's not sponsored. No, but it's not sponsored, but it's something that everybody knows about every year. I wish it could be sponsored, but I mean, here's the thing. The only person that would probably end up sponsoring it would be Santa. So how about this? Santa, drop us off some extra gifts for talking about it.
My goodness.
You guys have never heard about it?
No.
You could actually go on. You could go on. Okay, so it's noradsanta.org. That's like the main one. Then there's one that's on Google. Now, the Google one, it gives you the opportunity to actually play games while waiting for Santa to come to your neighborhood. So you can play games with the elves and like do all this fun like holiday stuff. It's really good for the kids. It's really good for us too, if we're drinking some whiskey and having some, cookies and whatever, and just trying to figure out where Santa's gonna be. Because like I said, he won't come by if you're awake. So yeah, there's a Santa tracker on Google. So
okay.
definitely check that out.
I actually got this. I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh, which one? The NORAD or the Google?
NORAD. Here we go. So
yes.
This is what it looks like. And there's music. Yeah, let's listen.
Oh.
Yeah, that's from the North Pole.
Yeah, I grew up not believing in Santa, so.
That's why you are Mrs. Scrooge and you don't care about sleeping through Christmas and you don't want to celebrate. Now it's all making sense.
Yeah, my parents do not believe it. I think it's because they're broke, so they're like, "No, Santa's not real."
That is so not true. Santa is so real. Stop it. All right, I want to know in the chat, what do you guys think? Is Santa real or is Santa not real? Do you like Santa? Do you believe in Santa? I want to know everything. And do you guys track Santa, or was this the first time you heard about it? Because I've been tracking Santa for years. Every year I look forward to tracking him. And every year I talk about it. I'll tell people, oh, he's flying over Australia right now. Oh, he's hitting Russia right now. Like, you know exactly where he is at all times. See, he knows when you're sleeping and when you're awake, and you know where he is on Christmas night. Well, Christmas Eve.
I mean, did Santa ever like stop by your place? I mean,
Of course.
Does the app tell you that he already arrived? And like, if Santa is real, and hey, when is he? Do you have a chimney? Cause I don't.
No, I have a special key for him so he can walk through the front door.
Oh my God, that is. Oh, I would never give Santa my keys.
Well, I didn't give it to him. He just has it. He just has it. At the end of the day, Santa has his way into your place, whether you like it or not. He doesn't visit you, though, because he knows you're a Scrooge. So that's why you get no presents. So don't worry, Santa skips over your house, which is okay, because whatever presents he wanted to bring you, he could just bring to me that night. I will gladly take them.
You know what? That is probably, I'm going to put it on my door and say, Santa, do not, please put this, your presents in front of Starr's door, because leave me alone. I am sleeping. Give me a break.
Stop it.
Santa. Sorry,
Stop
Santa.
it.
I'm just
Stop
not
it right
there.
now.
Okay, I stopped.
Fine.
I stopped.
You know what? You're wearing the wrong outfit today. You should be wearing like a green Grinch outfit.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't like Mrs. Santa.
Oh, Mrs. Claus.
Oh.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is a different thing. Of course.
Oh.
All the
So wait,
ladies out there.
So wait, Mrs. Claus is what? Actually, to be honest with you want to know what I really think? I think Mrs. Claus is the brains of the operation, because we all know that a man cannot get things done properly. So at the end of the day, it's really Mrs. Claus who is the one that's giving him the GPS and the directions, because he has no idea. Men get lost all the time. Let's be real.
Starr, this is why I love you. I love you so much, because we think the same way. I'm like,
You know-
girl power over here, man.
You know, Santa wants to take the credit for, being that ho, jolly old man dropping off gifts. Well, at the end of the day, Mrs. Claus is the reason why his ho butt got up to drop him off, okay? That's what I have to say.
Santa gets all the freaking credit, while Mrs. Santa is the one in the project manager of everything, and
Of all the elves.
taking
Yeah,
all the
she-
data and be like, oh, good boy, oh, bad one, bad, good, and then it's like, oh, taking care of addresses and everything in the background, and like wrapping stuff up for them. Like, come on.
She's wrangling up all the elves, making sure they're on time to do all the work, to get everything done in the workshop. She's making sure that everything is done. She's bringing up PowerPoint presentations, and Santa's probably sleeping through half of it.
Yeah, exactly. And all he needs to do is just get picked up by a sleigh with a shit ton of reindeers and be like, okay, I guess I'll just drop this off.
Yeah. And who fed those reindeer? Mrs. Claus. Let's be real. Who cleans up that reindeer poop? Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus and her elves. Okay, not his elves.
Yep.
It's her elves. Everyone knows the elves actually follows Mrs. Claus, not Santa Claus, not at all. No.
Nope. All Santa's good for is a lap to sit on to make, your Christmas wishes for. And he's not even listening half the time. Because let's be honest, does he really bring you everything that you ask for? No. No, I've asked him plenty of times for a lot of things that he has not delivered on. So don't get me started. Just don't.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Typical man, he doesn't listen.
Yeah, not believing in Santa, justified.
I mean, listen, well, okay, I believe in the magic, but I don't believe that the man gets everything handled for the night. How about that? Well, we shall clarify now that at the end of the day, thank you, Mrs. Claus, for making sure your jerk of a husband gets everything done that one night. The one night that you ask him to do everything, he actually gets it done after your hard work.
Just one night, and he gets all the freaking credit. All right, whatever, Santa. Good for you.
Isn't that a typical man? Just one good night and he gets all the credit, right?
Nasu's so quiet that I'm like,
I was gonna
Santa?
I was gonna say it's kind of like the woman plans everything. They have this great grand build up, and the guy just does it all in one night, just one go. You know, it's like a long time setting it all up, and the guy's just like, bam, boop, done.
He's like, he goes, I'm done. And then what does he do? And then what does he do when he's done?
Like,
he goes to sleep.
Can you clean up?
He goes to sleep. Yeah. He goes to sleep when he's done, and we're here cleaning up the entire mess, having to fix everything as usual. Santa. Damn it. Now I'm mad. You know what? All I want Santa for is the gifts. That's it. If he doesn't provide this year, I'm done.
Man.
Oh, God.
Look, Relly on the chat called Santa a one-pump chump. Well, that is exactly what he is.
Oh, man. Ari, good morning.
Anyway, speaking of pumping and dumping and whatever else we need to talk about, we have to talk about some crazy news going on. Obviously, you guys know Kim K and Pete Davidson seem to be officially dating right now. I thought it was all a publicity stunt the whole entire time. I still kind of, something about it just still seems a little weird. But they have been hanging out so much again lately. She was just here in New York, actually in Staten Island, which, by the way, if you guys know, Staten Island is like, how do I explain? It is like the butthole of the boroughs. Like Staten Island, everybody knows to stay away from because it's like the dirtiest area ever. And Pete Davidson obviously grew up there, and he brings the queen, Kim Kardashian, to the crappiest place in the world. Who does that? Like, how do you bring the queen of Calabasas to like there is a dump on Staten Island, a garbage dump, and the place stinks. And how do you bring her there?
Oh man, why? This is like the worst. Like, you know, it's like this is why like guys just suck. Like they just like, oh, I'll bring you somewhere, and they don't think. They just don't fucking think.
No, because here's what he did. He thinks he's going to be romantic, right? He goes, oh, let me take you to a movie. Oh, let me rent out the entire movie theater. The place he took her to is like the grimiest place on earth. Like if she didn't catch COVID being here, like I don't know what to say.
Oh my goodness.
It's so bad. Like, how do you do that? How do you take Kim Kardashian? What did she say? She's too busy, I don't know, with the BDE. I don't think she even cares, to be honest with you. She is all about that. Like, she was even seen leaving the back of his condo complex. And then he ends up going with her into the city. And then he was seen doing the walk of shame out of her hotel room. And then she pulls out her Rolls Royce that he starts driving, takes her to the jewelry store, bought her a ton of stuff because he ends up leaving with this big bag of jewelry. And then she gets him on her private jet, and they just flew back to LA in time to celebrate for the huge Kardashian Christmas bash, which I am like, how does he get an invite to this? This is crazy.
See, she is, you know, clearly the one that wears the pants. You know,
I mean, duh. Yeah. If you were dating Kim Kardashian, you would let her wear the pants too.
That is very true. That is very. And she, you know, she's a brilliant businesswoman. So, like, I guess I think she probably in her head, she's like, oh, how cute. He tried.
Or here's what I'm thinking. Because of the fact that Kanye has always just been doing his thing and not really giving her as much attention as she wants, she now has a little boy toy that is up her butt so far that she's enjoying the attention. She feels like a young kid again, because she's like, oh my God, she's laughing, she's giddy, she's having a good time. He's making her laugh. And that is the number one rule. Any man that can make a woman laugh has her, no matter how ugly he is. If you make a woman laugh, that woman is yours.
True, but like, okay. So, I see. I'm not really familiar too much about like how, you know, how their relationship is, and of course, Kim wears the pants, right? But let's try to like, I'm trying to relate over here. Is she more like way stronger of a human being than him? Because
well, she's definitely way more powerful with her name. She's putting him on the map, basically.
Right.
Although
Exactly.
he's been on the map because he's dated all these other big stars, but Kim freaking Kardashian. Okay?
Yeah.
Nobody in their right mind would ever think that someone like Pete Davidson could land a girl like that.
yeah, but do you think he's going to last?
No.
It's like, no. Okay, good. Like, see, that's the thing.
Definitely
Like, for
not.
me, I have dated someone, and
You? I thought that you are anti-dating.
Yes, I am anti-dating. Why do you think I'm single right now? But like, hey, let me tell you this. I dated someone, and I was like, oh, this is fun because he's like a kid, and I laugh, and he's funny, but in the end, I wear the pants. I pay the rent. I take care of everything. And at first, I was like, oh, it's fine. I can pay for stuff. Like, I don't need all this money. And then after a while, after like a year, and I don't know why I lasted for a year, to be honest, thinking back.
Because you were bored.
I guess. I was...
You
know
needed
what?
a time filler.
Was this during COVID? Was this a COVID relationship?
No, this wasn't COVID relationship at all. Oh, COVID relationship? No. I was in like maybe the last couple of years or last year when I was in Japan, and I was like jaded. I was like, no more dating. Fuck men. I don't care about them. And then, you know, like I just decided to like, oh, okay, I was bored. So I dated this person, and then I guess it lasted that long. And then after realizing that I'm paying for everything, he even like, oh God. You know when there's a chair on like the train or something, and you that's open, you would let the girl sit. I let him sit. That's how bad it was.
What?
I was
Wait. And he wasn't like, no, you can sit down. He was like,
No.
oh, thanks.
Yeah, because he doesn't like standing up. Oh my God. See, I'm a loser. I'm sorry.
I was going to say he's a loser. You're not a loser. He's a loser for letting you stand. What type of man is that? That's not even a man. That's a puss.
I'm a loser for dating a loser. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what? Like I like to call it, you were just going through a bout of amnesia. I've done that too, where I basically have hit my head. I've lost all control of my mind, and I've done some very stupid things, and I just blame it on the amnesia. Like, I had to have lost my mind. And
That's
Nasu knows
me.
very much about amnesia.
Hello, starting my life.
One day she wakes up next to someone and be like, who are you? Get out. How convenient. I want to be able to do that.
Oh, man.
I'm like, who are you? Why are you in my house? Get away from me.
Well,
That's
so,
such
okay,
Juno
so
and
I
Sam.
think,
Get out of here.
I don't think
But I
this
bought you
relationship
presents. I
is...
don't care. Get out.
I don't think it's gonna last too long. I think it's for now. And you know what? Good for Pete. Pete's actually like, he's gonna be able to like pat himself on the back for the rest of his life to be like, I was, you know, hooking up with that hot thing. Like, good for him, you know, good for him. Let him ride this out. It's gonna be short-lived. I promise you that. They are not gonna be getting married anytime soon or anything. He might actually try to propose to her. I could actually see that happening, but I don't think that she would say yes. I mean, what do you think?
He's gonna like propose for stunt or just like, oh my God, look at that rock or whatever. probably.
I mean,
Kim anyway.
you know what? He's gonna end up going broke dating someone like her. She's like so rich. There's no way that any of his money could ever come close to the amount of money that she has.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna say yes at all because I think she's like, I've been there, done that. This marriage thing is a bit like, I don't know. She got married way too many times already, I think. I don't know.
Who? Her?
Yeah.
Well, she apparently wants to, I don't know, she wants to have like 6 or 7 weddings, apparently. I don't know. She's just crazy. I think that she gets married. Yeah.
That's a goal?
I think so.
Damn.
So
Oh my god. I wish I could like get married with someone. It's just a hobby. It's just a hobby.
It's like, why even get married? Just date. You could just break up when you're done. You don't have to stay. Doesn't mean you have to have a ring on your finger and get married. I don't understand. I have to shout out David on the chat, by the way. David said that he had to Google who Pete Davidson was. David! I hope you don't have to Google who Kim Kardashian is. But David, since you just Googled Pete, what are your thoughts on Pete and Kim being together? Like, do you think this is gonna last? And gaming account said it too. Didn't know who Pete Davidson is. What? Is everybody living under a rock? Or is it just like American news? I don't understand.
I mean, hi, David's a friend, by the way. Hello.
Hi, David.
I wonder
Hi,
if you
David.
actually understand any like entertainment, like news like this.
Oh, entertainment news. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But anyway, so people were, okay, so Relly was talking about Kanye, about having so much money that he could legally change his name to just Ye. But speaking of Kanye, he actually donated toys to thousands of underprivileged kids in his hometown of Chicago, which I have to say is a really good thing. More than 4,000 toys were donated for the holidays during a toy drive. I mean, listen, love him or hate him, he's always giving back to the community. He's always making sure to try to make people happy, drive people crazy too at the same time. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, he has a good heart. Might be a little crazy, but has a good heart.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know, like. There's a lot of people that people, like don't like, but in the end, I want to believe everyone are usually good people. So like, and I always like try to, choose to believe in people more than not, and it kicked my ass multiple times. But like, I believe Kanye is a good person. I do. And that's really sweet of him.
David said Kanye is a secret sweetheart. I have to agree. But David also said on the chat that Pete Davidson looks like he fell off the set of 8 Mile. That's hysterical. Okay, Grim is saying his eyes are black. Okay, let me explain. He has this like condition. I forgot exactly what it was, but he's got like this kind of condition where it's like it makes your eyes like the sunken in look, where like your eyes underneath get like those hollow blacknesses. Like, it's not like anything can fix it. It's not like he can get, any type of filler or any type of like Botox or anything. He literally has like this skin condition where he just has that, I look tired. No, Pete Davidson. Sorry.
Oh,
Pete Davidson. I'm just clearing that up because Grim on the chat was saying that his eyes are blacker than me when I haven't slept for a week and a half. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he has this condition. Actually, you could probably Google it and find out about it. But yeah, I feel bad for him. Kind of. It's like he's got, I forgot exactly what it is, to be honest with you. I would probably have to re-Google it. But he definitely has something where, because I remember what happened was when he was with Ariana Grande, people were always making fun of his eyes and saying like, how he looks tired and this and that. And she clapped back and was like, no, this is why he is the way he is. Like, he really has like this condition.
Do you think he's hot, by the way?
Pete?
Yeah.
I mean, do pigs fly? Come on.
You know what's funny is that Pete is like, reminded me of that guy that I dated.
Really?
Yeah, and it's, for me, I think he's kind of cute. Kind of.
Huh.
Yeah, like I could tell why Kim.
So would you hook up with him if he were like, Guna, I want to take you out on a date? Would you be like, sure, where are we going?
Yeah, of course. I will hook up with him. Like, I think I'll hook up with people that I think is like attractive, but doesn't mean that I'm gonna like date him.
So wait, you would hook up with him?
yeah, absolutely.
I think you would only hook up with him because you want to see if he's got that BDE. That's what I'm curious to know. I just want to see that. I just want to be like, oh, okay. I just want to look and be like, okay, that is why everybody has been hanging out with you. Now I see the secret is out.
The secret
Because
is the BDE?
Yeah, apparently that is why he's like bagging all of these A-list celebrities, because he's apparently very good in bed. So if that's the case, I mean, show off the goods and let us be the decision maker over here.
I don't know if showing off the goods is one of those things, you know. I mean,
he absolutely must know how to work it too. It might not even just be about the size; it must be about the motion in the ocean.
Emotion in the ocean. Oh yeah. I love it.
So for everybody that's just tuning in, by the way, there are people that are actually on our chat that are like, wait, who is this? So let me just reintroduce ourselves. My name is Starr, host of HOTISH. I have Nasu right next to me and Guna right next to Nasu.
Hello.
And of course, if you head over to our YouTube page, we have our entire descriptions below where you can find our Twitter pages, our YouTube pages, and all that good stuff. And
Welcome.
yeah, welcome to the show. Basically, what we like to do on this show is we like to talk about the hot-ish that's out there, aka all of the entertainment and celebrity gossip and just things going on in our lives that are just hot-ish. Ish meaning, you know, hot shit. Like just try to be politically correct about it. So back to Kanye real quick. So I don't know if you guys remember that he was like dating this 22-year-old model. Because here's the thing. When him and Kim broke up and Kim's now hanging out with Pete, of course, Kanye's like, well, let me one-up her. And he goes and starts dating this 22-year-old model. I got to say, the girl is beautiful. But I heard that she just ended things with him. And rightfully so, because during his last performance, when he was performing with Drake, he was saying, Kim, take me back, blah, blah, blah. If I'm dating Kanye and he's sitting here crying for his ex back, I don't want to be with him either.
I don't like guys who cry. I mean, if they cry for a legit reason, okay, fine. Like their mom died, okay, please cry, you know? But if it's like, oh my, why do I relate to this so much? Because like, so my first boyfriend, my first guy that I lost my virginity with or whatever, anyways, we lasted for like 3.5 years. Our relationship was so bad, but you know, first guy, so that's why I'm like staying with him. And like whenever I attempt to break up with this dude, he cries his ass off. Like, seriously, not only tears coming out of his like face, but his like nose starts to drip and he starts drooling, and I was like, ew, why? It is not attractive at all. Like he's like, like seriously.
Ooh.
And I was just there like picking a tissue box and just kind of like, here, take it. And I was like, okay, just stop already. I won't break up with you. I just want you to stop. This is disgusting. You just, yeah.
I mean, maybe he was in touch with his feminine side.
Oh gosh, no, he's just fucking weak ass man. Anyways, like traumatized. I was traumatized. So ever since then, if there's like a dude cry over like stupid, you know, things like this, I just kind of like, goodbye. That is not the type of, you know, because you quarrel sometimes, you fight. I get it.
Of course.
But if you cry all the time when you fight, like, you know, even I cry more in a very, you know, ladylike way, you know? Like,
I mean, listen. Okay, hold on. I don't mind a man who cries for the right reason. Like, I don't want a guy who is not in touch with his like emotional side, because I don't want a guy that is just a douche, you know? Like, I want a guy to have some sort of like feelings at times. So if he's gonna like drop a tear or two, like, all right, good. I like that. I want to know that you're actually human, because a guy that tries to think, you know, I need to suppress my crying, I'm not going to be a man if I cry, I don't like that, but I don't like a crybaby either. So there has to be like a happy medium.
Yeah, a happy medium is fine with me, but like I think that cry where he's like that's his voice, is like and then like drool and like snot start like coming out.
No, that's too much. That's if somebody dies, I'm okay with that. But because I'm breaking up with you, if I'm breaking up with you and you start crying excessively like that, you need to go. You and your snot bubbles. Like, goodbye.
What do you think, Nasu?
I don't know if I have much opinion or experience in this. I think I do agree that, yeah, like, someone who's in touch with their feelings is really, really important. I think it's someone being in touch with their feelings rather than ignoring their feelings altogether is really, really important. And I think someone crying because you're breaking up with them shows that they care, but if every single time you're trying to have a conversation about absolutely anything, they're gonna start crying, it means you can't really work on that relationship, right? So I think that's obviously too much. But I mean, if it's like a one-time thing and you're crying and having snot bubbles and everything like that because you're so in love with me and so on and so forth, and you know, I'm probably the best thing that was ever gonna happen in your life, so of course you're crying, then you know what? I'm breaking up with you, so you know, it's just one time. If it's at one time, then it's all good. But if it's every single time you talk about anything and trying to resolve anything, then obviously that's it's almost like emotional abuse, because it's like you can't actually have a conversation and talk about both of your feelings. It's a one-sided conversation in a way.
For me,
okay, but what about people that should break up that don't? How about that? Like Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson, by any chance? So you know how he's been cheating on her like crazy. You know, he just had another baby, but with some random girl. Yeah. Anyway, I heard that Khloe's gonna have him at the Kardashian Christmas because she wants to make sure that that True stays happy. That's their daughter, True. And I'm like, I'm sorry. This man has cheated on you numerous amounts of times, has belittled you and made you look stupid, and you still are gonna be like, you know what? Let's just celebrate Christmas together. Are you like? I don't understand.
It's like multiple times, and she didn't break up with him, and finally she broke up with him. You know. So I used to date someone in Sweden, and then like Swedish culture is very, very interesting, but their way of making family and keeping it, because Swedish, like I think people in the Nordic areas are like one of the happiest people, you know, in the entire world, right? They have like 5-week break a year for like working full time. It's crazy. And the thing is like, they never get married until maybe 40 or 50 years old, because
really,
yeah. But they have this like partnership relationship. It's called sambul, I think that's what you call it. And what they do is like they act like a married couple. They have kids, and then whenever they get, you know, they don't relate to each other anymore and they want to break up, they break up. But the thing is like, you know, the idea is like kids can be happy with parents that are separated, you know? So because parents that are separated, they're happy with their own other partners. So like 2 happy parents equals happy kids. So
I agree.
Yeah. And the thing is like, it's very, very interesting, because like every time I go to Sweden and then meet like kids or someone's kids, you know, because we're already in that age where our friends have kids, and I'll be like, oh, so is that your dad? And then they were like, oh no, that's my mom's husband. Or like, oh, is that your cousin? And it's like, or your sister? And she's like, oh no, that's my cousin, my second cousin, my third cousin. And it's like their family is so big and no one is married and everyone is happy. And I think it's the craziest thing ever, but like it works. So no, like you don't have to stay with your
baby daddy or your baby. Yeah, you don't. Because that's the thing. I feel like, especially when kids are growing up and they see that their 2 parents aren't happy together, kids aren't stupid. So kids aren't going to know what love is growing up in a loveless relationship.
Yeah.
So I would, I see it as like kids, if your kids are seeing you and your partner not happy together, it would be better for them to see you happy with somebody that makes you happy as opposed to the person that's making you miserable.
Yeah. And when you are happy with other people, it shows that your kids would be like, oh, okay, I don't need to stay with bullshit. You know? Like it teaches your kids that, hey, you know what? If someone is treating me wrong, I am not gonna stick with that. And it's okay. You know? Like, I always tell people, it's like, it was good while it lasted. Why don't we stop there before everything gets sour?
I think that you need to be Khloe Kardashian's therapist because she has no idea what she's doing. You know what? My friend and I were actually talking about this, and we have an idea of why we think she is the way she is, because she always grew up as, the standout child. Like, she was always a little more heavy set. She was overweight. Everybody used to call her like the fat kid or whatever. And now that she's lost so much weight, she looks amazing. Her body is ridiculous. You know how they say that you have body dysmorphia? And like, she might have that. She might think that even though she fits in the clothes that she fits in, she still sees herself as that, girl that was always getting bullied. So I feel like in a way she's only holding on to him because not only do they have a kid together, but she probably feels like this is the only way there's going to be a happy family unit, not realizing that she's not even happy.
Yeah, no, like you say, therapist, thank you, my therapist, for, helping me out. It is years of like therapy, but
at least that money has paid off.
But like, I hope she has a therapist. And what you said is, I think, is pretty spot on. When you grow up thinking that, you don't deserve better because people don't see you as the better, version. I don't know. Like, it sucks because you think like, oh, I only have a few people who sees me as I am, and when I see someone like that and they are good to me, I'm gonna hang on to life, right? And just for, I don't know, they just don't think like, so I guess that's the thing. It's like, that's why I don't understand when people say, oh, you want to get married, you want to be like, have a family before you die, don't you want kids to take care of you? And for me, it's like, why? Like, it doesn't matter. I'm happy right now to just being single. And, if I want kids, I can adopt. Everyone needs adoption. And so, like, and I don't need a man to be happy as well. And, of course, I want to have a man to be happy as well. But I just haven't found anyone. Is that a bad thing?
No, like, I look at it like this. It's like, I am my own man. I pay my own bills. I do my own thing. I run my own house. Like, what do I need a man for? All I really need a man for is companionship. So I need an equal. I need a partner. I don't need a man to live. Like, it's not like I'm gasping for air, dying without one, It's like everything that a man can give to me, I can give myself. So unless he's going to give me something more, what do I need him for?
So if you have like a partner, companionship, like, are you gonna get married? Is marriage a thing for you?
I mean, I'm open to getting married, but I'm also open to having a forever engagement because, especially knowing a lot of people who are in miserable marriages and how divorce is so expensive, I'd rather, like I said, take the easy way out and just have the breakup. Because at least if we're just engaged and we're not married, but there's like, the understanding of like, okay, we're coming into this relationship 50-50. It's a 50-50 partnership. And if we break up, everything gets split evenly. I'm fine with that. I would rather come into a relationship knowing that I'm leaving with what I brought in. And anything that we build together, we split. That's how I want it to be.
And isn't that the concept of a prenup?
I mean, yeah, but, and I'm cool with a prenup too. Some guys, I guess, some are, some aren't. But at the end of the day, I guess, like I said, it really depends on the situation and the relationship. And let me just find a man first, okay? A real man, not a boy, but a man. And then we'll have this conversation.
Yeah, we probably like went off topic, but I want to know like what type of dude like you like, because obviously you would not hook up with Pete, and like, of course, men who cheats, right? Like, and like, what type of? I'm a very dry person. What is there an English word for like tsundere? Nasu?
Tsundere.
It's like when I like you, like a dude, you know. I don't like showing it too much, but like inside I'm like, oh my god. I love you so much. I can hug and squeeze you. I want to stay with you, but I don't show. I just can't show it.
Oh, so you suppress your emotions. Like inside you're like that giddy little girl, but outside you're like stone cold. So nobody can even know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, I'm just too cool for school. Like, it's so weird. And people's like, why can't you just be honest? I'm like, my body would not let me. I cannot be weak. I cannot be seen as someone who's head over heel for anyone. I mean, to friends too. I can't. Like, I just can't. I don't know.
I mean,
are you like that? And like, see.
No, you know what it is? I'm the type, like, I put my heart on my sleeve and I will let you know how I feel. But here's the thing. Most guys think that they can handle it. And then once, you give it to them, they're just like, oh my God. Like they get, I think that they just get very insecure and they don't realize that, they don't realize they're with a strong-minded woman. Like they like weak women. A lot of men like weak women because they want to be able to be more in control. But when a man cannot control a woman, that's like intimidating to them. So if they're not at that level of being able to understand that, you're an equal and they need somebody who's, lesser or weaker than them, that's when it doesn't work. And that's most of these men. No offense to any of the men that are listening. I'm not targeting you, exclusively, but most men always think that they want a strong, powerful woman until they get one. And then they realize they can't, keep them happy.
As you actually brought that up, my 6'7" high school ex-boyfriend, the tall guy, you remember?
6'7", and you look like a peanut next to him.
I know, right? I'm like literally up to his waist or something. But
I know what Nasu's thinking.
What?
Suzuki's.
She's like, you're standing next to his waist. Just yawn. Go ahead and yawn. You'll be fine.
But he broke up with me because I said I love you. But the thing is, like, I didn't know the word I love you as something that is like, oh my God. Like for me, it's like, I love you. I care about you. And I just want to hang out with you. And I enjoy my time with you. He broke up with me because I said I love you. And I think that really stuck with me forever. Like I cannot show my true feelings anymore.
Well, that's because you were with a guy. That's because you were with a guy who wasn't strong enough to understand, and it scared him off. So you scared him off, but instead now you're traumatized by it because you feel by you expressing yourself, you're going to scare somebody off, but you shouldn't. Here's the thing. He was the wrong person. And that's the best part about it. Whenever you say or do something that makes a guy run away, they're doing you a favor because you don't want that man.
So what type of guy and what type of person do you think Chloe is? Like, like is she like
I thought that she was strong. I feel like she's strong. She's strong when it comes to herself, but she's weak when it comes to a relationship. I think that she loves the idea of being in love, but she's not able to hold on to a man that actually truly loves her for her. I feel like these guys love her for the attention and for the moment, but then they get bored or whatever it is because again, off.
Oh,
hello?
And venture off.
Oh,
what?
Okay. You paused for a second there. Yeah.
Me?
Pause for a second, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
no. I was talking. Did my mic cut out? Maybe my mic cut out?
No, we can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know. Someone in the chat was saying that our mics sound really low.
Yeah, they said mine and Gunna, so I'm going to turn Gunna up.
Okay.
Testing.
Weird. Hello?
And I think that
I got
mine too. And my voice too sounds very low. Guys in the chat, how do we sound now? Do we sound good? Let us know.
Lou.
But yeah,
like when he cheated on her, do you think he's like, oh, I'm sorry, please stay with me? Or she's like, oh, I don't care, it's okay. Like, how does that relationship just kind of continued? Like, that is what I'm like very...
Like I
Very
said, you know what it
curious
is too? Here's the thing. Like before, obviously, you know, she was married to Lamar Odom and, you know, they never had kids together or anything. And he ended up abusing drugs and almost dying. And then she felt bad. See, that's the thing. She felt bad to leave him because he was on the verge of dying. But she has to realize that that's not her problem. That's his problem. He has to get through that stuff on his own. So I feel like she's got a really big heart and she always sees the good in a person and she neglects to like look at the bad. Like that seems to be a problem I have. I'll find the good in a guy, but I always like to turn my head on the bad or make excuses for the bad because I always feel like with my help, the bad will go away and the good will shine. But you need to understand and realize that at the end of the day, the person is who they are. And unfortunately, you can only lead a horse to water and you can't make them drink. Like, that's just what it is.
Oh my God, that is so cute. Like, I think it's like very, I want to say it's more of like a late bloomer for like Chloe as well.
And I think she's holding on because she has a child with him now. So she feels like, you know, in her mind, she's like, I don't want a broken family. I want my family to be together. So I'm going to sit here and be humiliated and tolerate all of his cheating just so my daughter can grow up with her dad. Well, her daughter can grow up with the dad just separately.
Yeah. And wait, how? Yeah, so the thing is like, so how is he okay with staying with her? You know, for her, maybe she's broken. Okay, we all have this friend that's broken. But like, for him, like,
well, because you know why? Because he knows that he's going to keep continuously getting taken back after doing the dirt that he does. So he's actually able to have his cake and eat it too. Or have his cookie and eat it too. See what I did there? But basically, that's what I see it. Like, he thinks, you know, oh, she's always going to, like, because she's been taking him back. So he feels like, all right, I'll just beg and apologize. And eventually she'll just give in and take me back. And that's all she keeps doing. So it's like a constant pattern. So he doesn't see anything wrong with it. So he's like, let me go cheat, you know, get my excitement off on this one and that one. And then she'll always be there to take me back. So she's looking stupid in the end.
Why don't they just like have like this open relationship, like freaking status, whatever they call it these days,
I'm sure he would love to have that, but I don't think she would want any part of that. And let's be real, would you want to have an open relationship? Because I know I wouldn't. If that's the case, I'd rather just stay single.
I've had a relationship with someone that have an open relationship. So.
Well, that was because wait. You had a relationship with someone who had an open relationship. So basically, you were the side piece.
I'm the side piece. Yes. I know.
But why wouldn't you want to be the main and the only?
Because I'm jaded and I feel like whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm bored. Why not?
Why do I feel like I'm playing therapist? We're supposed to be. Let's get back on topic here. This is for another show.
Like Chloe feelings, right? Like
this is not what we expected with this show. Yeah, no.
What is going on? I'm talking about Chloe and Tristan and how he's been cheating on her and how she's bringing him to the holiday party. And now we're talking about side pieces and open relationships. I am lost.
Yeah. It feels a little bit like high school. Like, what do you think she's thinking when she says this? What does she mean?
All right.
Please explore. Please write a 2,000-word essay on this topic.
Moving on to another topic.
Can we just have that
has to do with something that we all love, and that is money. Okay, we all love money. Speaking of, if anybody wants to send us some super chats, feel free because we love money, and it is the holiday season. But get this, Harry Styles, who you all know was on One Direction, he was part of One Direction. He just turned down $1.3 million, that's US dollars, for a private New Year's Eve performance that was going to be in Miami. And he turned it down so he could hang out with his girlfriend. Now, this is the crazy part. I thought to myself, why would you turn down $1.3 million to hang out with your girlfriend when you could actually just take your girlfriend with you to Miami, do the performance, make the money, and spend New Year's Eve with your girlfriend? That's like a win-win in my opinion. But then I come to realize that his estimated net worth is $80 million. So for him, $1 million is like nothing. So he could afford to turn down the gig. But what would you ladies do if you were offered a substantial amount of money, but yet you have way more money in the bank? Would you take the gig and take the money? Or would you just be like, no, I want to spend New Year's Eve with my people?
If I am 80 million net worth, I would do what he did. Doesn't
Really?
matter. Yeah.
Why? To me, listen, you could be 80 million net worth, but now you get that extra 1 million. Now you're 81 million. Where did Guna disappear?
Hang on.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, there you are.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're back. We're
My
back.
bad.
So 80 million net worth. Give me that extra million, and now I'm 81 million net worth. Okay, sign me up. To me,
No.
any amount of money is money. If it's something that's pennies, like if it was like, oh, they only want to pay me $500, like, no, thank you. But if you're going to pay
With
a million,
taxes, it's not that much. You know?
you're declining money?
Like I said, if I already have 80 million, it doesn't matter. Like, for me, it's the same thing as, like, okay, if I have $100,000, right? And then someone said, like, oh, what is about the same, like, worth? 1 million, 80 million, so, like, $10,000. I know, that's actually a lot of money. If I'm $500,000 and someone say, like, hey, you know, $10,000, I will probably, like, it's whatever. Because if you know, here's one thing. No matter how much I say I don't like relationship and stuff like that, but I really like someone, I would drop anything, any worth of money just to hang out with them. Like,
Really?
Yeah, if I really like them, which is very freaking rare.
Wow. You know what? The only way I would give up that type of money to hang out with someone is he has to be extremely special. And I'm
Yeah.
going to say it, chat, because the chat keeps yelling at me. He's got to give that BDE, okay? If I'm not getting any of that, then I am going for my $1 million performance on New Year's in Miami on the beach. I'm bringing my guy with me, and I'm just gonna splurge on both of us. Like, it'll be a nice night.
She must be very special, and maybe she's tired, or maybe she have the COVID. Or like, we'll never know. But I don't know. What do you think, Nasu? What would you do?
Yeah, what would you do, Nasu?
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Would you? Okay, if you had $80 million in the bank, and you
Oh, yeah,
were
sorry, no,
offered
I spaced
and
out.
you were offered
Okay.
$1.3 million to make an appearance on New Year's Eve, would you take that appearance, or would you say, no, thank you, I want to hang out with my boyfriend instead that night? Or would you do what I would do and bring your boyfriend to the appearance and get the money and have your boyfriend?
I think it would depend on what your partner feels about it. You know, if it was important to your partner and whether or not it was important, you know, right? And second of all, thinking about, you know, we're talking about the value of money. So it's kind of like, okay, if 1 million to me might be like, you know, how many years worth of salary, right? But if it was like worth, I don't know, 2 days worth of salary, fuck that. Oh, excuse my language. Sorry. But like, you know, yeah. But like, yeah, you have to look at it as a percentage, you know? If you have to scale that to your income. So if it was like, to him, that might be like, hey, could you, you know, make an appearance.
Like a $5,000 appearance to us.
Yeah, or that might only be like, you know, a $100 appearance. Or even a cup of coffee. Yeah. I don't know how poor you are. Depends how poor you are. You know?
Wait. But wait, you know what? Okay, so on the chat, Plasma Banana kind of like understands what I'm saying. Plasma Banana said, maybe if you have an $80 million worth, but if you want to stay 80 million worth, you have to take a 1.3 million every now and then. That is what I'm saying. And I also say, if it's an appearance where it's like you're just hanging out for New Year's Eve in Miami, you can bring your girlfriend and have the best of both worlds. Why would you not want to get the money and hang out?
Hear me out. Maybe.
I'm listening.
Maybe his girlfriend have another gig that is 2.3 million instead.
Yeah.
But if she goes and takes that, and then, but what if he was like, wait, we could have both made the money and had over $3 million together?
Yeah,
I mean,
the performance only one day is probably the same day, and they have to be in the same time.
Well, okay, so they could be separated. It's only New Year's Eve. It's not that big of a deal. So even if I was separated from the person for New Year's Eve and we're both making a few $1,000,000 each, I'll see you next year, honey. Technically tomorrow.
we know who loves money now. Like who the three of us who love the money.
I mean, hello. Money, listen, without money, I can't, get my glam team to make me look pretty for the show. Without money, I can't keep up my hair. Look at my hair. You see all these colors? You know how expensive it is?
Oh my God, it's very hard to take care of. Yes.
And remember, I told you, there's no man paying for my stuff. So I will take every penny that I can get. Oh, and look at that. Namu just sent us 120. Thank you so much, Namu.
Speaking of money.
Super chat.
Speaking of money, this is actually our first time having HOTISH on Facebook as well. So I'm just going to run through and have a shout out to Namu. Thank you so much for your stars. So that's kind of like super chats in a way for Facebook. Namu, thank you so much for your stars. Denny, thank you so much for your stars. And Denny and Donnie, thank you both so much for your stars. And Namu, both in YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much for those stars and super chats.
Thank you guys so much. Oh my God, you just made me so happy. And I feel like doing the rain dance, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. No, not that kind of rain.
Oh, okay, not rain.
No, that's like real rain. I'm talking like make it rain, like all I need is that money. Make it rain with that money. Speaking of Cardi B, who always likes to make it rain in the strip clubs with her husband, Offset. By the way, his birthday was just on Tuesday. He turned 30, and she gave him an ultimate. I know, so young, I can't. But so for her birthday, he gave her a new house. For his birthday, she just wrote him a check. Yeah. A house in Dominican Republic, I think. I think he bought her a house there. But now they just also bought a house like right in Jersey, which that house is like, it's not even a house, it's a mansion. But Cardi B decides, okay, what am I going to do for my man for his birthday? What can I do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write my boo a check for $2 million. I am dead. So she wrote him a check for $2 million, and she said that the $2 million is seed money. Do you guys know what seed money is?
No, what is seed money?
So seed money is basically like, here's money so you can go invest in something. Okay,
I see.
Yes. So it's like, okay, here's some money to go plant the seed, and hopefully you can make it grow. So she gave him $2 million in seed money. So now that has me thinking and wondering if, and this goes out to both you ladies because I will answer last, and I want the chat to also, chime in on this too, both Facebook and YouTube. If someone were to gift you with some seed money, what would you do with it? Like, where would you invest?
I would probably invest on the game that I'm developing right now.
Really? What's the game about? Do you want to share, or you can't talk about it?
Oh, no, I can share about it. It's called My Little Horrors, but we are still in development. Right now it's in our beta. Sorry, talking about, it's no sponsorship or anything like that. But I'm making, the game Uno?
Yeah.
The card game. So it's like a card game. And it's like, it's not as simple. It's a little bit more complicated than Uno, but it's simple enough for kids to play. I think kids from 7 years old and up. And it's a lot of fun. It's a physical game. But and it's been in production for a year now because we're moving forward very slowly. So, but yeah, if I have that $2 million, I would invest in that and see how it goes. And probably is gonna fail anyway, but whatever. It's fun.
You can't have no negative vibes, no negative energy. Don't say it's gonna fail, because then it will. You have to have, the good juju. So it's gonna blow up. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be worth well more than $2 million. So let's do this.
But then again, I like board games. You don't really. I heard making board games you're not gonna make that much money. But then again, if you think about Uno, I'm sure Uno makes a lot of money, right? right? Right?
Of course, because you know why? Because I think here's what you need to do. Besides having just the actual board game, because not everyone always sits home and plays board games anymore. Everybody's playing games on their phone and on their computer. So if you just make an app to correlate with the actual at-home game, that's where you're going to be making more money.
Yeah, that's something that we're actually thinking about right now. How am I gonna do that in an application for mobile game? We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Ooh.
But yeah, it takes time. It takes time. I still have to pitch to like different publishers and say like, hey, please pick up my game and I don't know, share revenues or something. Whatever. But
Nasu, what would you do?
What would you do, Nasu?
I think Regie's pretty much covered it. I don't know about spending it, but Reggie is saying investing half of it into crypto. Namu says monkey eating a banana NFT. I don't know if I don't really understand NFTs. I'll be honest. I think it's a really interesting concept and it really ties into the whole crypto thing, but it's something that I don't quite understand enough yet. So I would.
Wait, what would you do again?
I would invest in crypto, and just make more money.
Crypto.
See, but that's the thing. It's like with crypto, it's like hit or miss because I'm still trying to learn it too. And every time I seem to put money in, I just lose. I lose constantly.
The thing is,
you want to buy it when it is going like down.
Like the dips, yes. You want to buy the dips, but the problem is that by the time I hear about the crypto that's blowing up, it's now always just going down. And every time I get into it, it just goes down. So that's why I need more super chats because I need help putting money into crypto. So if anybody wants to send super chats, we can put in. And then here's the thing. If you send me a super chat and I put it in and we make some good money, then we all win. Because I don't mind sharing. I will share the wealth. I'm like, I'm about karma, giving back. So if you help me, yeah, I'll give back if I win. If I lose, we all lose. I'm sorry.
No, that's the thing. You're like, I'll give back the amount you gave me, but I'll get all of the amount that I gave from that.
No, I would give back with interest. I'm not that, listen, I like to share. I might like the finer things in life, but I also like to share. So it's like if you gave me, let's say like $100 and we end up with like 500,000, I'd probably give you like 20 grand just to say thank you.
Remember, I think last week was a really good time to buy because the stock market and crypto just went like boop. Like it's so scary. The dip is insanely scary. But like last week was good. And I think if you want to buy something, you probably should buy around this time. But anyway,
Merry Christmas! Christmas presents. We're talking about Christmas shopping. There you go. Just buy someone some crypto.
Yeah.
Maybe Harry Styles' girlfriend sent him a check for $2 million.
Exactly.
For hanging out on New Year's. Like, listen, I know you couldn't make that, almost $2 million on that appearance, but here's $2 million for you for hanging out with me.
Under the table with
Merry Christmas.
We get some cookies and ice cream from that family restaurant, right?
that type of restaurant. Yes, BJ's.
Well, speaking of gifts, I'm going to jump ahead because speaking of gifts, okay, I did hear there's this new survey out that said because of the pandemic and it taking toll on relationships, and I know that you guys, I know that we're all single, but it's okay because just hear me out here. In order to get the spark back, apparently 63% of people surveyed said that they are likely to give their partner, you ready for this?
What?
An adult toy for Christmas. Imagine opening your Christmas gift and it starts to vibrate. What would you do?
I would be very wait. Okay, if it's Christmas gift and it's in front of me only, I think that's fine. But if it's like in front of my family, I will
no.
Ditch his ass. Wait. You haven't answered. Did you answer? Like, if you have a $2 million seed, what would you do?
It kind of took my answer. I would have done like the crypto thing too, but in a way I wouldn't. Yeah. Like I personally, I would actually, you know what I would do? I'd probably invest in like a real estate property. I would do like real estate, and then I'd flip, and then I'd sell so I could make money off of the money that I was given. And then, or maybe I'd even get like, let's say like a 2-family home, and then I could rent out both levels so I could have my, income coming in like that. So I would do something like that where I know there's continuous income coming in on top of the money that I was given to invest. So I'm actually increasing on that money.
Right. It's easier to make money when you have money. That's everything's risky, but if you have money that you are willing to lose, then it's much easier to make money.
True. Or what I would do, because of this whole survey now, and I see what people want to give away as gifts, maybe I would pay Pete Davidson to let me make a mold of his, thingy dingy, and then I could sell that so that everybody could have,
that BDE.
A piece of Pete. Yeah, that BDE Pete. We'll call it the Pete DE.
BDE. Oh my goodness, brilliant! I can enjoy. Can I invest in you? Can I?
Yes. Yes. And everybody will have one under their Christmas tree this year, and it will be life size, and it will be very detailed.
Thank you, Mrs. Claus. Oh no, what happened?
Oh no.
Sorry.
We're gone. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Nasu's like all frantic. She's like, oh my god.
She, you know what it is? She's like, I know what I'm going to invest in. Removing these bitches.
So, what would you do if your present starts vibrating? Wait, is that the spark?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I would. I guess it depends on what the actual thing looks like. Like if it's just like a torpedo, then like no thank you. But if you actually put in the effort to get a mold of yourself to give to me, then you know what? I'd be like, kudos to you for thinking this through.
Mold of yourself to give it to me? I'm like,
because if your guy is giving it to you as a gift, if he actually went so far as to make a mold of his to give to you so that you could always have him even when he's not around, then I'd be like, wow, you really put a lot of thought into it.
Why would he not be around?
Because he's probably at work.
Aren't you at work when he's at work? I don't know, man.
He's getting that $1.3 million. That's why he's not with you. He's getting that $1.3 million to share with you later.
He's going and doing an appearance, so I'm going to be home on New Year's, and what will I need? I will need him replicated for me, so I will take it. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. But do you believe in that? Do you believe that, like, just to bring the spark back, a sex toy would, like, bring
No, you know what I think? I think communication helps to bring it back. I think, thank you, Namu. Oh my gosh. If it vibrates through it immediately, probably a bomb. Namu! I mean, listen, if it's a bomb, depends on what type of bomb. If it's going to give you like that, happy explosion, why not? Now, if you're talking about Bruno Mars tossing a grenade, I'm going to just run. Like, I don't need a grenade thrown at me. But, anything else? Like, let's talk about it. Yes, Raji, I do want him to always be there. That's why I think at this point in my life, I need someone who's probably just retired. Somebody who's retired and a millionaire or something that, that we could just travel the world and spice things up. Because that's the thing. If you're going to have a relationship that's getting stale, you need to figure out how to spice it up. So in order to spice it up, to me, I think when you travel around and you do different things in different places, that's going to, that's going to enhance the spark. Huh?
Like, what do you talk about if you're, like, with them all the time? Like, don't you... Well, I guess, Starr, it's really hard for you to, like, run out of things to say.
I know. No, that's not true. I have run out of things to say. Here's the thing. There are people that I have dated where we could sit in complete silence, and then in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm so bored. Like, I'm like trying to figure out something to talk about, and there's really nothing to say. But then there's other people that I've hung out with where we can talk and talk and talk that, like, we run out of time and we still have so much more to say. And I'm always like, wow, I wonder how it would be with this person if I was with them for like 20, 30 years. Like, would we ever run out of stuff to say? Or are we just so compatible that we can just continuously talk all the time?
I think people will run out of things to say, like eventually.
No,
Right?
I don't think so. No, that's what everything. No, like when you watch something on TV, you could comment on that. When when you're out, you could be like, oh my God, you'll never guess what I saw when I was walking down the street today. Oh, you'll never guess what my friend told me her and her husband are doing. Oh, you'll never guess what, what Starr, 𝙎𝙏𝘼𝙍𝙎𝙎, and Nasu talked about on HOTISH today. I have to tell you the HOTISH. Like, you're always going to have something to talk about. If you don't, then you're a boring person.
I'm sorry, I'm a boring person, I guess.
You always have something. Who are you talking about? You, of all people, always have something to talk about. I don't think I've ever heard you quiet.
You know what's funny is my best friend is actually a lot more chatty than me, which is not.
How is that possible? More chatty than me?
Probably about the same. But
So that means, so if me and your bestie were in a room together.
Oh my God, you guys won't stop talking. It would be great for me. So I used to have another best friend that I don't hang out with anymore because she's dead to me. But whatever. The fun thing in that 3 relationship for me is like I don't talk and they just talk like crazy, and I'm like, this is nice. This is nice, just listening. Finally,
I like to listen sometimes too. There are times where I actually am too tired to talk and I'd rather listen.
Yeah. So that's
because I don't mind giving advice. That's why for me I love when we're on the chat, because then people are chatting with us and I'm like, listen, talk my ear off. Like, I want to see this chat blowing up. I want to see more people chatting with us. I feel like we have, our people that are chatting, but like we have our people that are watching, and I want, bring up some topics, everybody. If you want something to chime in, we want you to be part of our show. We want you to be part of the fun. Let us know what you're thinking about. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I love chatting. I do. But I guess I haven't had a relationship for so like a real relationship. The normal relationship, whatever you guys call it, right? Like for a long time. So I remember I dated someone and I really liked this person, but we got close very quick and I ran out of things to say. And then the more they get close to me and try to just be like, one day I just get like annoyed and I just kind of like, okay, I'm done. And then we just ended the relationship. I decided to end the relationship because I ran out of things to say, because all they say is like, oh, I love you. Okay, good. But hello. Like every day is just kind of like the same shit over and over again.
Okay, so that to me is when a relationship runs its course. So it's like if there's nothing more to talk about. Yeah, it's like sometimes it's almost like a friendship too. Sometimes you could be friends with someone and then just kind of like fade away.
Yeah. And I don't think no vibrator is going to make the spark back. It's just not how it.
I know, but I guess because of the fact that during pandemic everybody's locked in, so it's like you're stuck seeing the same person for 24/7. That like, what else can you do? See, that's why for me, I'm all about like, I don't know, I guess because I have that creative mind, so I like to just create new adventures. Like, let's just come up with new ideas. If you can't, listen, if you don't have the energy to put into a relationship to help keep the spark going, then that relationship is dead. Because there have been people that I've been with where like, I'll put in so much effort and then after a while I'm like checked out. Once I'm checked out, like that's it. Like, I don't care what you do. I don't care if we don't talk for a week. Like, I'll go to sleep and not even say goodnight. Like, that's how bad it is.
Yeah, but sorry, like you and I probably, I'm not sure about Nas. Sometimes I don't really want Nas. But you and I like are major workaholics. Like we just work so much. So like after work and then you get to spend time with someone, you appreciate the time, right? So it's not technically it's not 24/7 that you're with them. You're just
look at Nasu's looking at you like, I work too. What are you talking about?
No, she's saying me too. Yeah, when Guna is saying that, and I agree. Like, when I finish work and I'm done everything, I'm pretty exhausted, and I love talking. I love socializing, everything like that. But recently, I'm working so much, and I'm just so exhausted that if I come home and you want to start talking about, I don't know, the HOTISH stuff, I'm gonna be like, can you just Let's just
you know when I feel that way.
Can we just lie down and cuddle and then can I just sleep?
Wait, I've been like that before, but I only get like that, honestly, when I am literally checked out. Like, just the sound of your voice will make me cringe. Like, shh, shut up. Don't even talk to me. Like, then I know I'm already done. Like, I'm like, oh God, just seeing your face makes me sick.
But I mean, if you're,
I love you, but I don't love you that much.
but if you're feeling that way and that person can like just cuddle you, or they can just be there and not be talking and make you feel relaxed and better, then I think that's a good relationship. It doesn't have to be about them talking to you and keeping conversation. But if you come home and you're exhausted and you're checked out, you don't want to talk, you just want to relax, and them being there, even if they're not saying anything, friggin' irritates you, then that's a different question, you know?
That is true. That is true. I mean, yeah, because you know what? When you're happy with someone, even just coming and like cuddling with them, I'm happy with that. I don't need to talk. Like, just laying there makes me feel happy. But if just the sight of you and even hearing you breathe, go away.
I'm actually pretty vocal about that too. So like this I'm not joking. I really dislike December. Like, I really like the decorations and the lights and everything, and friendship is great. But like overall, I think December is like one of my least favorite month, and it's because just high stress, crunching over like taking care of a lot of stuff, right? And I would be very vocal and say like, you guys, I am very high stress. And I would tell them like, do not try to chit chat with me and try to make jokes, because your jokes are not funny anymore, because I just want to get shit done. I don't care about your subjective opinions. Just put it and shove it in your ass and just like just don't. I just want silence and just be happy with what I'm doing. Okay, just this month. Just this month. And
well, we all know that December's always crunch time, because December's like hitting deadlines, making sure things are done, wrapping up the loose ends for the end of the year, tying everything up. And then all of a sudden, January rolls around and it's like new year, new me, fresh start. Let's, like you feel like rejuvenated and like you just want to like,
you feel that like every January, you just feel like it's a new beginning. Like, I don't know how that works, but it just does, right?
It is. It definitely is. Because you know why? Because the whole year you've spent doing whatever it is that you're doing, that like, it's almost like getting to the end of the finish line. Like, you're like, I'm almost there. And you just want to like, just can't wait to cross it. And then finally, New Year's Eve comes, and then it's January 1st, and you're like, new me. Everything from last year can stay back there. Fuck everybody. Goodbye. If you're in my past, see ya. Don't talk to me. New year, I will talk to you if I want to talk to you, and that's it.
Oh my gosh. In our next show, we should talk about like what are our New Year's resolution, even though.
Oh my God, of course. Of course we will.
We can talk about like this year. Like, did you accomplish the things that you wanted to do this year, girls?
I would say, you know what? I would say that I've actually accomplished more things than I had expected. It was like, it's a tough year. It was always a tough year for everyone, because, we're going through what we're going through. So it's like new opportunities that have come my way that I wasn't expecting excite me. Like I thrive off of challenges and new things. And to me, like when I'm offered certain things that I guess give me that boost of energy, I'm just excited over it. But when everything is redundant and mundane and just the same thing over and over again, like that's what makes me want to check out of something. Like when I'm doing the same thing over and over, I need change. Like I'm that type of person that needs to bounce off of like new stuff. That's why I can't do, like I'm that type of person, I don't think I could do like a 9 to 5, like data entry, let's say. Like you're doing the same thing over and over and over. No, that's why I like to talk about entertainment stuff and like seeing what's going, because it changes every day. There's always something new. So to me, that excites me and makes me like happy. But if I have to keep doing the same thing, like I'm running in a hamster wheel over and over and over, no, just gosh, let it end. What about you guys?
Hey, HOTISH is an accomplishment this year, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite accomplishments.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I am obsessed. I love it.
I love
I
us.
do.
Great.
I love us. I love
we
us.
love you.
Aw, that's so sweet. Well, I love you guys. I love everyone on the chat. I have one more topic I want to bring up before we go, if that's cool. It's only because it is a Christmas show, and I wanted to do this one Christmas topic. I know we were talking about Santa before, but we didn't give too much of a focus on the reindeer. And I know you know all the reindeer, right?
Yes, of course.
I see your antlers.
I'm one of them.
Okay, well, that's perfect because I have a breakdown of all of their different personalities, and I want to know which one you resonate with.
Oof, okay, come on.
Okay.
Bring it on.
All right, okay. You too, Nasu. You got you stop me when you hear the reindeer that represents you. And also on the chat, if you guys are listening, which you are, you let me know which reindeer I tell you about that resonates most with you. So of course we have Dasher. So Dasher is the fast one, very social, good at sports, cares about peers, happy and energetic. We have Dancer. Dancer is the groovy one, always ready to party, celebrate, and go out with friends, and has a big heart.
Oh my
I
God,
feel like that's you.
probably you.
Yeah, that's you. That's you, is it not? Is it not?
I was about to say that kind of almost sounds like me, but I still don't know what the other ones are all about, so I want to put that one on hold. That could be my potential. I could be Dancer. Then
Your
we
potential.
have then we have Prancer, which is the group rouser, great memory, very smart, spontaneous, and punctual.
Definitely not me.
I feel like that's not you, Nasu, but I feel like that could be Guna, but we'll keep going. We have Vixen, who's the entertainer, loves to be the center of attention, jack of all trades, comedian, and quick learner. See, now I could be Vixen too.
Yeah.
So now I don't know. Then we have Comet, which is the mom, loving, generous, caring, and charitable.
Oh, Comet is the mom?
Yeah.
All of the reindeers?
Well, that's what they're saying. The personality is like the mom.
Oh, okay. I thought like Comet is actually the mom of all of the reindeers.
No. Then we have Cupid, which is the loving one, social, friendly, welcoming, and loves to party.
That's also you. These are very similar. Are you not? You like to party? Sociable.
Okay, true.
Sociable,
Okay,
friendly.
fine.
Friendly, welcoming.
Yeah,
I agree.
Okay. Then we have Donner. Donner's the singer who's creative, strong-willed, helpful, and social. That is definitely not me. Nasu, do you like to sing?
I don't remember. I kind of like to sing, but I obviously always forget the lyrics to an entire song. So I'll just start. I'll sing a line and then I'll just hum, and I'm like, you know what? I give up because I forget the rest of the song.
Okay, Blitzen. Blitzen's the spontaneous one, adventurous, energetic, thrill seeker, and finishes the job. And then Rudolph, of course, Santa's guiding light, who loves travel, bashful, helpful, natural-born leader.
Aw, that's so cute.
So which one are you ladies?
It's funny because like there's a lot of I think we can mix match, right? It's like
Yeah.
I want to say like I'm probably Prancer and Donner. But I'm not a singer, so maybe I'm not like I like karaoke. You know?
Okay.
But like, yeah, so great
But
memory.
I would say you're definitely Prancer because yes, you have a great memory, you're very smart, spontaneous, and punctual. You are always very punctual.
It sounds like I'm boasting, but it's so true. Like sometimes I wish I don't have that much memory because when you remember everything and people don't, you sound like the crazy one. You just sound like, am I crazy that I'm remembering these things? But like I have amazing memory, and like that's why I could deal with so many people. I guess I don't think I'm stupid. I'm actually pretty smart. Spontaneous, very spontaneous. I have spontaneous in doing the things that I do, and very punctual. Like actually going to Japan made me like even more punctual because Japanese people are super punctual. Donner,
Except for Nasu.
I know.
I have an excuse. I forgot everything.
Yeah, she's like amazing. She's like, I forgot what time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Donner, which is creative, strong-willed, helpful, and social. And so I work in creative. I'm very strong-willed. It's stupid how strong-willed I am. Sometimes I feel like, why don't you just give up? You know, I love to help people. Even though I say I hate people, I love helping people. And I'm a pretty social person. Even though I hate people, I say all the time, but it's the exact opposite. So
Yeah, you like to say you hate people, but you love to help people.
yeah, it's weird. I'm Donner and Prancer. That's it. Who are you, Nasu?
The one that really caught my attention was Rudolph because of loving travel. So loving travel, I know that people do think I'm very helpful, obviously. So the bashful and natural born leader, I feel like I cannot make those comments myself. But the traveling and helpful thing, I think that's usually me.
I'm gonna say Rudolph. Yes, you're Rudolph. Like I work with you too, so yeah.
Yep. She is the guiding light. She is guiding us. I also think that Nasu, I think that you're also Comet. You're like the mom because you are like caring, like, but you're also so knowledgeable in things, you know. So you're like, no, let me just tell you, like, you will stop us if we're like talking about. You're like, no, I think you're being wrong about that. Like you are like the mom.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're partially, you could be Comet.
I'm like a nice mom though. I'm a nice mom though, right? I'm not be like, you have to do it this way. Oh my gosh. I hope I'm not a nagger.
You're not a nagging mom. You're the nice mom. You're the mom that everybody wants to go to their house because it's like you have the best mom. Like, you know how you have that friend that it's like, your mom is way cooler than my mom. Like, you're the cool mom.
Yeah. And you know, like the natural born leader, I just want to tell people this. Leaders usually are not, you don't choose to be leaders, you know? Usually you don't choose. Like, people choose you to be a leader. So that's the thing, like, you know, that's like, I think that's one thing that, like, you're really good at, too. It's like, you know, you don't really say, like, I'm a leader or anything like that. But people lead, you know, people like you leading certain stuff. Like, we're following you right now, the producer of this show, and I'm like, oh my god, for once I'm not the leader, thank god.
Yeah, and you lead very well, so I will give that to you too.
Yeah, it's just the amnesia thing, like, you gotta fix that.
You might be a little forgetful, but it's okay because we all forget. Listen, like I told you, at the end of the day, the amnesia is caused by men. We end up forgetting what's going on, and then we end up in a situation we shouldn't have been in, and then we're like, what happened? Oh, just blame it on the amnesia.
Yeah, blame it on the amnesia. Yeah, and do you agree with yours, Starr?
I think I would be obviously dancer who's always ready to party, celebrate, and go out with friends. Big heart, because I always have the big heart. And then I'm also a little bit of Vixen, like you said, the entertainer, loves to be the center of attention, jack of all trades, comedian, quick learner. I think that would be me for sure. I think I lean more Vixen than anything. So maybe I'll change my name to Vixen. Goodbye, Starr. Hello, Vixen. I feel like they're calling me up. Wait, I feel like Vixen sounds like they're calling me up on the stripper stage. Like, welcome to the stage, Vixen. Ooh. And I'll be like, and I get up on the stage. And I get up on the stage and I go, I'm Vixen, make it rain, make it rain.
Where's that money?
Show me the money.
I was about to say, like, Cupid probably is a little off, you know, because it says social, friendly, welcoming, and loves to party. I think it's wrong. Like, where's the loving part of, as in, not love to, but, you know, more like a romantic or something like that.
Or even like, or somebody who's maybe like a matchmaker almost. Like, hello, Cupid should be the one that's finding you the love, right? Like, doesn't Cupid shoot the arrow and like all of a sudden you're like in love? So that should be Cupid.
I know, right?
Well, it does say, you think social, friendly, welcoming, loves to party, those are the requirements you would probably need to try and matchmake people. But I think that the title, the loving one, does kind of put you off a little bit.
True, because you do hear Cupid, so you're like, oh, love? And then it's like, wait, what's that description?
Yeah.
I have a really good question. So, like, if you were to have a partner, what type of person do you think they are? Are they going to be the same as you or something else?
I like to say same, but different.
who would you date in this 7? Was it 7? 8? 8?
Oh.
9?
No, 9. Well, it's 8 reindeer and then 9 with Rudolph. So, okay, so who would I date out of the reindeer? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me see. I would probably date... Okay, I have to date 2. I'm going to be a player right now. I'm going to have 2 boyfriends, and I would date Blitzen, because Blitzen's spontaneous, adventurous, energetic, thrill seeker. I love someone who's like, oh, let's go here. Like, you know, just super drop of the dime. Like, let's just do whatever. I'm always open to whatever. And then
I
I wanted,
relationship.
we definitely can. And then I will have Rudolph as well. Rudolph loves to travel and I love to travel. So since I like to be spontaneous with Blitzen, Rudolph has to guide us to where we're going. So party at my place in Bali.
Oh my gosh.
What about you? Who would you date out of the reindeer?
I'll let Nasu go first. I'm still
I was
scouring.
I was about to joke. You read through Blitzen through to Thrill Seeker, but the last one is that Blitzen finishes the job, and I'm just like. Out of the conversations we've been having so far, I feel like that. Yeah, Starr really wants that finishing the job part.
I see, and I didn't want to bring it up because I knew I would go there. But since we are going to go there, yes, Blitzen. As long as Blitzen finishes the job, then he is my #1 man.
That is so true. That is so true. Is that the same thing?
Because you know what? Any man that doesn't finish the job is selfish. So I don't want a selfish man in my life. Thank you.
Oh man. I think, after I read everything, I really love Blitzen. Blitzen is like adventurous, energetic, thrill seeker, finishes the job. Maybe the energetic is something that I'm like, whatever. It's like,
but you know what? But that energetic will bring out the energy from you that you have buried deep down because you like to suppress it. So if you have an energetic guy that's bringing out that light, you're going to actually open up finally.
Yeah. Blitzen and Rudolph. I'll alternate with that too. But I guess I don't know.
So wait a second, we're sharing the same men?
I mean, they must live in Sweden or something like that. It's fucking cold over there, right? So like, it's fine.
No, they live in the North Pole. Remember, they live in the North Pole with Santa, who's being taken care of by Mrs. Claus because she does it all.
I know, right?
I think it's funny that you said that because Nama was just gone and said 10 out of 10 would date Santa.
Nama would date Santa. Santa's just a sack of nothing. Let's be honest. Santa does nothing. We've already discussed that.
Yeah. All he does is eat cookies and milk. Like, ew.
And you know what? And poor Mrs. Claus has to clean the toilet when he gets home after all that food.
He's probably drunk off of milk.
Wait, milk or is that milk or is that Bailey's? Have you just been drinking all night?
Right? Wait, Nasu, so who would you date out of the reindeer?
Man, I don't know. Look, it's hard, kind of hard. Like, so in the same way that all of us have kind of said, we're probably a couple of these. I would imagine a couple of these are attractive, and I think I'm not someone who's picky, and I think I'm always open, so I would happily
take them all.
Yeah,
you would take all of them.
I love everybody. Like I love you all. You're all great. As long as you do you, and I appreciate that, and you do you, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay, so if we go with 8 reindeer, because 9 obviously is Rudolph, and you're technically, if you're considered one of the reindeer, so out of the 8 with 24 hours, that means you would have each one for 3 hours out of the day.
Oh my god, that's too much. That is too much.
That's a lot of work.
I hope not all of them are BDE. I hope not all of them.
Natsu would be tired after number 3. She'd be like, I need a break. I'm tired.
Can we just cuddle?
Yeah. Can we just cuddle? I don't want to hear you right now. Just shh. Thank you.
Oh my god, it's the middle of winter right now. It's getting so cold. It's just like imagine everyone in bed together on just a nice warm cuddle pile. That sounds nice.
Okay, have a little orgy party.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Just for the record. Anyway,
wait a second. How big of a bed do you have all of them cuddle with you? That's a big bed.
We just pile on top of each other. I don't know.
It's like it's not even in a bed.
It's gonna be.
In the fucking
We're living in a barn. We're getting wild.
This is what happens when we have champagne, cake, cookies, Santa, reindeer. All right. With that said, With that said.
Okay, yeah, with that said.
With that said.
Oh,
what were you gonna say?
Namu has followed up on the Santa comment. 10 out of 10 would date Santa. Santa could go 650 miles per second, 3,000 times the speed of sound. That's why Namu is looking for Santa. Wow.
Wow. So does that mean that he'd be finished in a nanosecond?
Oh no. Oh no.
My goodness. Well, here's the
There's
thing.
different
I
ways
will
to
be
look at that,
tracking-
I guess.
I will be tracking Santa on NORAD, like I told you guys about. I'll be tracking him to see when he's coming close to my house so that I can get my butt to sleep, because I better wake up with a lot of presents, because if I don't have any, I will be pissed, and Mrs. Claus is getting a phone call.
Yeah. And then you're gonna be like, girl, we gotta do something about this.
We got to do something about your husband because he messed up yet again.
Yeah.
But of course, with that said,
He's not a Blitzen. He did not finish the job.
no, he did not. I feel like, you know what? I feel like we're going to have a good Christmas this year, guys. I really feel it. I feel like it's going to be good.
Yay, my goodness.
Even you, Guna, you have to just be positive. It's going to be a good Christmas, because here's the thing. We got to finish out the year strong, because next year, it's game time.
May 2022 be kind to everyone.
Nasu. Yes. Well, I want to say a big shout out to everybody on the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the super chats that we received tonight. And
all
for
the
everybody
stars.
also on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, you can come onto our YouTube page and right in the bottom, check out the description. You can find out all of our links to our YouTube pages, our Twitter pages, all that good stuff. Anything else I'm forgetting?
I don't know. I just hope that Santa would drop me a Blitzen and we're good. You know? We just want to. I just want a Blitzen that finishes the job and everything. Yeah.
I mean, maybe Santa will bring you Pete Davidson.
Oh, I'll have fun. Probably for about a year, and we're good after that. You know?
Oh
Thank
man.
you
Well,
so much, Starr. This is so much fun.
yes, thank you guys for joining me on my little Christmas party, another girl chat night, which was so much fun. And big shout out to everybody on the chat again. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year to everyone. 2022.
Bye.
It's going to be great. The number 2s are always like a good thing, I think. You know what? I have to talk to an astrologer or like somebody who's into numbers and find out. I think 2s are really good.
Oh my gosh. So like the next show, can we like talk about like our fates in 2022, like in some website or something? Like,
Yes.
Are we having a good year or not?
Yes, I am all about looking up numbers, like numerology. I love anything like tarot cards and stars. Clearly my name. So like anything that has to do with star and astrology. Yes. And big shout out to everyone. Thank you. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. I'm going to follow back everyone that follows me tonight on Twitter. And if you're watching the replay of this, well, follow me. Let me know that you saw the show and I will follow you back. I wish for Christmas that I could reach, because since I just started my Twitter page, I want to try to reach 100 followers. So let's try to make that happen.
Let's try to make that happen. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.
Links are all in the chat. No, not in the chat. Sorry. Links are all in the description. So
you're a little spacey right now. That's champagne getting to you.
Woo.
Eat that cake. Eat that Christmas cake.
Yes. All right. We're going to go eat the cake. We're going to go have our cookies and we're going to go celebrate Christmas and New Year's. And we will be back very, very soon with you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you tune in with us and chat with us on our socials. And we love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.